songwriter.
Okay.
For those who...
What we do here is go back.
Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
I'll
what's going on, everybody? Mecha Army, what's up? Welcome to the Child of Mecha live stream. I am your host, Tim, the one and only Child of Mecha, and tonight, it's all about old school. It's all about old school. We got the, what is that? The Power GM Test Team shirt. Yes, so nice. So nice. So clean. Gotta love that kangaroo. Yeah, all my Aussies. All my Aussies. Hello, everyone. Hashtag Freaky Fingers. Hashtag Freaky Fingers. Julio knows what I'm talking about. Anyway, what are we doing tonight? We're working on the shield a little bit tonight, and maybe some other stuff too. Maybe, yeah. But we'll get to that here in a minute. But hey, if you want one of these cool ass shirts, man, you got to go hit up www.childofmecha.com. Hit the store button up at the top. You'll see shirts and hats and bags and all sorts of other cool stuff on there. And as always, if you're interested in any of the tools and stuff like that we work with tonight, there's a little old Amazon link just below here on YouTube and Twitch. That side, if you're watching on Facebook, man, everything's already sourced and curated for you already. You don't have to do any work in trying to find stuff. Might be stuff on there that you didn't even know you wanted. I get a little commission based off of what you buy. Doesn't increase the price for you, but it does go to help out the stream and the channel and all that. Mike is a good, it's a really good example of that. Yeah. And as always, if you need kits or paints or decals, hit up my good friends right down here, USA Gundam Store. My boy Adam and the crew down there will definitely take care of you. We're partnering with them for this GBWC 2019 build. And, man, pre-orders are coming. The pre-orders are coming. It's like the British are coming. The pre-orders are coming. Or like winter is coming. I saw our boy Gizmo Con Gunpla, Jonathan. He made a little meme of Ned Stark, you know, the one, him holding the sword like this and everything. And you've all seen it, I'm sure. But it just said, you know, Child of Mecha and USA Gundam Store pre-orders are coming. I thought it was pretty good. I don't know. Maybe I'm sentimental. Maybe not. I don't know. But anyway. So yeah. Team Freaky Fingers. If you guys didn't catch Julio's live stream a little bit earlier, it was good. I could only stay for just a small portion of it, but man, it was good. Julio's a good dude, man. Very, very good to watch. We saw his little dog, we saw his little brother, we saw his mama. It was family oriented. Let's put it that way. It was great. It was great. So, and we saw all the Freaky Fingers. That was, yeah. That was it. I was done. So, good stuff there. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Hey, if you're going to be in Grand Rapids, Michigan on May 4th, this, not this coming Saturday, but the next, I think you should definitely stop by Galactic Toys there in Grand Rapids. Because I'm going to be there teaching a class about simple details. A lot of the stuff that I used on the Jesta, I'll be showing there in the class. So come on by. For a very, very, very low price, $25, you get yourself a choice of one of 3 high grades. You get the choice of either the Jesta or the, what is it, the Magnum 2 age thing, or a Barbados Lupus. Shit, yeah. And then you get some pieces of plastic that we're going to be working with as well. So you can be well on your way to tricking that model out or whatever model of your choice afterwards. Then we're going to have a Gunpla kind of meet up there hanging out at the store from 6 to 8. It's going to be an awesome time. Come on by. That's free. But I think you should definitely stop by for the class. There's going to be some really, really good stuff going on there. So if for some reason you can't make it or you're halfway around the world, we're going to try to live stream it. We take care of our own. But it would behoove you if you could come out. Come on out, hang with us. It'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So, yeah, so there's that. Yeah, good stuff. Now I believe I told you guys, maybe last week, I forget when, but I was emailed when we were sitting in the airport waiting for our plane to take off for Orlando, right? And I get this email, and it's from a representative of Armored Komodo Paints from the Philippines, right? They're coming into they're coming into North America, and they were looking for people to test out their paints and stuff. So they wanted me to test them out. Kind gentleman named Frank, he asked me if I'd like to test them out. I said, absolutely, yes, sir. That would be amazing. I would love that. So I just got another email from Frank today. They're gonna start sending stuff our way, and we're gonna test that stuff for you guys, and hopefully, if it pans out like I've seen it pan out for people, which is like amazing, you guys will have access to it as well in a very, very short time, I think. Yeah, so exciting stuff. Corbin Den says, how can we get some? You can't right now, but trust me, that's all in the works. Soon. So Macho Models, Nick is on there. Hey, what's up, Nick? Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for coming. So man, just exciting stuff everywhere. It's just, yeah, blowing up. But let's get to work, shall we? Let's do this. Camera 2. All right. So last we were together, 2 short days ago, we were laminating this guy here with 0.5 mm plastic. Now, obviously, it looks a lot different, right? Went ahead, slapped on the support bracket there, smoothed all this out, trimmed it down, beveled the edges and everything like that, and glued some strip underneath to bring that to the same level as the bottom plate there, right? And then we added this kind of nice little detail here, which is basically just, my strapping technique. It was very, very simple. Took a little while, but it was simplistic, let's put it that way, right? So, let's see, Zeshin's over there on Facebook, Donnie, I think Crow is over there if I wasn't mistaken. What's up, boys? I know Chris Pabs, and I know Zeshin's coming out to Galactic Toys. Maybe we can get some more people. Be cool to hang out with those guys. Come on out. I'm telling you. Nice. Kyle H says, woo, you moved on without us. Yeah, a little bit. I wanted to try and get this on its way. Let's put it that way. Excuse me. Kurt Hill says, I like it a lot better. So do I, man. So do I. Hey, there's Zach. Zach Bleich from Galactic Toys. He's in the YouTube chat. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you back. We're just telling everybody, come on out to Galactic Toys on May 4th, 12 to 4 p.m. It'll be an awesome time. But, let's see. So, some of the techniques, obviously, that you're going to see taught there are going to be stuff like this. How you can achieve this, this kind of bracketish look, right? Just that simple detail. That's what really kind of sells the realistic, mechanical, kind of gritty look of things, right? And these brackets, too. Mind you, they're probably not something everybody would need, but, once you slap this missile pod on here, oh, yes. Look at that, right? Now, this isn't done. Right? This is not done by any stretch of the imagination. Still got work to do. This plain field right here, going to get some, tasteful panel lines. Just simple. Just simple. Maybe some straight lines and maybe a box. But that's it. We keep it simple because this is where I want kind of a nice big decal to go. You gotta know who these movable suits are working for, right? So, yeah. I like this look a lot better. It looks like you guys do too. Superset says the shield looks much better already. He's over there on Twitch. Thank you, Superset. Pretty. Bleh. Appreciate that. English is tough, right? Daniel Stein says, can't wait for the class. Seems like Daniel's coming out. You should too. Oh, can't. Oops. Whoops. Yeah. That's okay, though. No pressure. No pressure. Machimoto's Nick says, looks sharp. Nice. Thank you, Nick. Appreciate that, brother. Gary says, looks clean as fuck. Right? Rundus J22, I'm finally considering trying to get something done for Gunpla competition in the future thanks to your influence. Yes. Yes. That's awesome, dude. Come on. It's so much fun. The thing about competitions, it's not necessarily whether you win, mind you. It's always fun. Feels good to win. I'm not going to dispute that. But it's more about the people you meet. Yeah. It's more about the people you meet. It's more about the connections that you make. Always remember that. Always remember that. But Rundus J22 says, haha, it won't be anything super elaborate, just want to help promote the hobby. I mean, come here. Come here. Give me a hug. Come on. Bring it in. Rundus, come on. Right now. You and me. Okay. There we go. See? That's what I'm talking about, you guys. Promote the hobby. And then everyone's ecstatic. Everyone's having fun. You know what I mean? And yeah, and see, Nick has a great point. Macho Models. He says, haha, hug and a kiss. Yes, well, not that. I was going to read the other one, but it kind of went too fast. He says it doesn't have to be elaborate to win. Yeah, it doesn't. You just have to get the basics. That's it. Just have to get the basics. Yeah. Gary's over there on Twitch. He says, IPMS Las Vegas want to meet all you beautiful faces, and I ain't gonna wear my Deadpool mask. Although that would be pretty damn funny, Gary. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Too bad I can't be out there because that would be a lot of fun, right? But I know all the folks from those Gundam guys are gonna be out there that weekend. Maybe not all of them, but a lot of them. So I think Vegas is gonna be awesome. And Nick says Vegas is the big show. Yeah, it's one of the biggest. Yeah. Biggest IPMS comp in the country. Really? Bigger than Nationals? Really? Like, I thought Chattanooga was like the coup de grace of IPMS competitions. Am I wrong? Mind you, I'm a rookie at IPMS, so I don't know crap about it, right? I could be totally off base. I don't know. Nick knows a lot more about IPMS than I do, so I will defer every answer of IPMS stuff to him, Mr. Macho Models. So, all right. With that being said, let's get back to this, shall we? So, let's get you guys zoomed in as much as possible. There we go. All right. And where's the little pointer? There it is. Always lose this damn little thing. So let's take the pot off of here, and we'll show you kind of in detail what we've done to this thing so far, so you guys can kind of catch up. What I've done so far is not anything new to the stream. So if you've been watching, you've seen me do pretty much everything on here already, right? Because way back when we first started this, we did the brackets, so nothing new there, right? We did just plastic lamination. That's simple. We did that on the last stream, so you guys saw that. We just cleaned it up and beveled it and stuff like that. We've done that a bunch of times, right? And then all these bits, all this bit down here, again, are just pieces of plastic that we strapped up to the shape. Again, I mean, if you've been watching, you've seen the strapping technique time and time again, because it's one of my go-tos, right? Because I just love the look, and it just makes sense aesthetically, right? So, now the process of how to get this, obviously there's more to that story, right? So what I did, this big long strip right here, is 6.5, is a 6.3 by 0.5 millimeter strip. That went down first, right? I drew a guideline across here to see where the bottom was, because I wanted this kind of cut out here, yeah? So I laid down that strip first, and then these are all, this strip going down here is 2 millimeter by 0.5. So same thickness as this, but it's only 2 millimeters. Glued that on, sanded that down smooth and flush. That becomes one unit. Then go back, put down your 1 millimeter, a piece here, and a piece on the bevel. So 3 separate pieces for each part, right? So that's the strapping technique. It's not hard. It is not hard. I will tell you this right now. Any one of you can do it. Any one of you can do it. You got to be careful, and you just got to let the glue set before you move on to the next step. That's the toughest thing. Patience, right? Now, you can work with super glue if you want to. Just be accurate. Just make sure you're accurate. Now, that's what I'll be working with in the class is super glue. I might do Tamiya extra thin. I don't know, but I'll probably be using a mix of both. Let's put it that way, right? Macho Models, how long until the glue sets? Well, this is what? Plastic Magic, right? So you're looking at about, I don't know, maybe 15-20 minutes for that to set to where you can work with it, or at least until you can glue down the next piece. Because all you have to do is cut it flush with the corresponding angle, and then lay down your next piece. Good to go. Much faster, mind you, than Tamiya extra thin. Yeah. And Nick says fast. Yeah, much faster than that. Now, you can use super glue if you wanted to. We're not stopping you. But once you lay it down, it's a little bit harder to pull back up. So keep that in mind. I've used that plenty of times before. You've seen me do that before. It works. Just got to be super careful. Got to be super careful. Couple Uruguay. Javier! He's with us. He says, went to a couple IPMS in Argentina. The old IPMS group that was in Uruguay kind of disbanded. Damn, that sucks. Had a lot of fun and met a lot of people that appreciated my builds. Hell yeah, dude. And he says, snagged quite a lot of first prizes. Look at you, Mr. Winner. But, I mean, come on. That's not surprising. Sci-fi of the show awards. Nice. Good job, man. Proud of you. Proud of you. Let's see here. We got some questions. Well, let's see. Let's first. Machimoto says, I wish I had grabbed some Plastic Magic at IPMS like Justin. Dude, it really is good, man. It really, really is just good stuff. I know the price Justin paid for it was probably, maybe it's just a little bit over retail, probably like $1 over retail. Usually goes for about $7.99, that $8-ish area. I think he paid $9. So I think it was just a teensy-weensy little bit overpriced, but inconsequential at that point. I do have it listed in the Amazon link, if anybody's interested. But Runnus J22, has anyone tried using Citadel liquid green stuff to fill cracks for broken parts? No. From what I understand, stand, though, that is more your kind of what is that? It's kind of your like your Tamiya white, your Tamiya white filler, right? It's like a solvent based filler putty, right? Rundus, I'm gonna tell you right now, dude, don't worry about it. If you have it, just go put it on the shelf or something. Start using super glue. It won't let you down. Super glue to fill cracks and, crevices or nicks or scratches or anything. Amazing. Telling you. Trust me. I know you've watched for a while. You know the deal. Lane Thompson, he says, "Hey Tim, what's the best epoxy putty?" Rushlam with the quick answer. Thank you, Rushlam. Tamiya Quick Type Green Box. Yes, I agree. I think Rushlam just knows. He's been watching us for a while, too. Donnie Baxter says, Nick, you can get it at the Laurel Hobby Works. Yeah, that's true. That's actually where I got my 2 current bottles. Yeah, they had it for, I believe, $7.99. I think. So, Donnie with the hookup. Zach Bleich says, have you used MadWorks glue before? Dude, I have not. MadWorks is like I said to you earlier. It's not something you see everywhere, right? You guys carrying it. Okay, so real quick, guys. Galactic Toys carries MadWorks stuff in store. Yeah, unicorn, like straight up unicorn. Telling you, man. So that's really convenient. Nick says, gotta cut and head to bed. Much love, Tim. Thank you, Nick, for stopping by. Appreciate it, buddy. Donnie Baxter says, I use liquid green stuff. It's kind of meh. Really soft, kind of like Tamiya white. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, especially if you happen to use like alcohol to wash and clean your parts and stuff like that, that will start to dissolve that stuff. So food for thought. Dude, food for thought. Yeah. It is what it is. Dale Harper is over there on Facebook. He's got a great comment. He says, unicorn. We came to Sig the Xeon. Yes. That's good. That is good. I like that. I like that a lot. Zach Weiss with Galactic Toys, he says our website has MadWorks too. A bit low at the moment though, so I know he's busy restocking all that stuff. And I think hopefully we'll have all that ready for the class. I think maybe not. We'll see. Regardless, come on, just the ability to see it on a shelf, crazy. They also carry simp resin pieces and stuff like that and all that. Yeah. Zach says, yeah, the store will have pretty good stock. Oh, so come on out, you guys. Seriously, come on out. Dale Harper asked, what Zaku are you working on over there on Facebook? Dale, we are working on the Johnny Ridden High Mobility Zaku 2. We are basically kicking its ass and reshaping the thing and making it just badass. Yeah. So there we go. Yeah, galactictoys.com is the URL for Galactic Toys. I mean, come on. You guys knew this, right? I think you get it, right? I mean, you just put a .com in the back of anything at this point, and you could probably find the URL, right? I'm just saying. But anyway, I digress. All right, so we're going to continue on with this bad boy right here. Like I said, what I think we're going to do, let me check a couple things here. need to really just kind of check the smoothness of these mods, right? Because that's important. Excuse me. Julio Ponte. Julio.com. I'm sure somebody has made that website, Julio. I'm sure. Daniel Stein said over there on Facebook, gotta run, keep up the great work. Daniel, thank you for hanging out with us while you could, buddy. Appreciate it. Gary says, I wish I was in the area. But Gary, you're in the area of, like, near SCGMC. I'm envious of you, man. And, I mean, honestly, depending on how things go, I think there's like a 50-50 chance of me going to SCGMC this year. Which is actually up from a 0% chance. Just saying. Nice. Julio says it's a Spanish fashion site. Nice. You couldn't snag it while it was available? Jeez. Kyle H, he says, sucks I have to work that weekend. Dude! Boss, I can't come in. I'm sick. Come on. Kyle, you know the deal. Come on. But anyway. So, this actually looks pretty good. All of these angles, the cleanliness and all of that good stuff. Looks pretty good other than this just this one surface right here. And that's starting to... That's nice and smooth now. Perfect. Perfect. Excuse me. Gary says, "Oh, can you make it 51.49?" Maybe. I don't know. Links 53. Mr. Corey's over there. Man, hey, Corey just opened up a store, you guys. He's selling stickers now of original works and stuff, and they're pretty awesome. You can get that tricked out Haro sticker, and yeah, pretty damn cool stuff. I'm just saying. Go check out Corey's store. It would behoove you. Yeah. Anyway. Kyle H. Can't call off. Oh, the military. Yeah. I guess you have a point, right? I guess you have a point. You can just always go AWOL. But that would probably be bad. Yeah. Next time, buddy. Next time. Hey, Zach Bleich over there at Galactic Toys. He says, at the moment, we are free shipping on all orders, but are in the process of switching over to having orders add shipping, which means lower prices overall on multi-orders. Yeah, that's always fun. That's always fun. Kyle H says, I did grab an order either way, Zach, to give my support. Man, thank you, Kyle. I appreciate that too, buddy. Hey, look at Barack's here. Mr. B. Plamo. Nice. He says he's reporting from the plane. What, from an airplane? Are you seriously watching it right now, Barack, on an airplane? I think that's the coolest thing I've ever heard. Well, maybe not the coolest, but one of the coolest. He says, waiting to go back to Panama from Honduras. Oh, cool. Okay. Okay. Nice. But he's here, and that's what matters. Because we haven't seen Barack in a while. We miss our little buddy from Panama. We miss him and Miss Iris. It's good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. But Jay Lynch is with us. He says, hi, everybody. What's up, Jay? Julio says, free shipping. And he says, I got me some Lynx slaps. Nice. Nice. Barack says, I'm your biggest fan from Panama. Dude, I know. I know that, brother. Dale Harper says, need more Gelgoogs. Dude, I agree. Would love a Master Grade Gelgoog Marine. You're not the only one. One of my very first attempts at customizing was to turn a Gelgoog 1.0 into a true Gelgoog Marine from 0083. That was like one of my very, very first customization attempts, and it didn't really go like I hoped. So it never got done. But I agree. A Gelgoog Marine would be kick-ass. And Gelgoogs in general are just awesome. So, there you go. But, alright, so, we got to get to work. We got to get to work. As much as I love talking to everybody and answering questions and all that good stuff, we got to do something here. We got to do something. We got to get this ball rolling, you guys. Alright. So, we're on camera. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a nice outline scribe around this puppy to give it a, what's called a kind of like a pseudo shadow, right? When you do an outline scribe, it lowers the level of that surface, and obviously it causes a shadow. Once you go to panel line that, then it will start to look like a separated part. It works. It works so much. Let's see. Dale Harper says, fuck it, perfect grade. I'm not a fan of perfect grades, but I could agree with that still. Yeah, I could agree with that. Alright, so, let's start on this side. I've already outline scribed this inner kind of cavity detail or whatever, kind of that cutout. I've already scribed that, so we're not going to work with that, but we're going to start on the lower side here, and we're just going to lightly start to scribe right up against this plastic. That looks good right there, and then we'll start to move up the bevel. One surface at a time. And obviously, you want to make sure that these are all connecting, because that's important. Because it'll look super weird if your outline scribes don't connect for some strange reason. And once we get these outline scribes done, you'll see that this part then starts to pick up that depth that I was talking about, right? Mr. B says, well, guys, I got to depart soon. Need to turn off the cell phone. Oh, Barack, take care, brother. Thank you for coming out. Really appreciate it. Good to see you. Come on back. Love to see you and Iris very soon. Take care, buddy. Fly safe. All right, good stuff there. Good stuff. We love Barack, man. He's such a good dude. And if you guys are newish, Barack, like I said, is from Panama, and him and his wife Iris, whenever he's home, right? They work on models together, and they watch the show together. In kind of their own little studio, which is amazing because he's taking pictures of him and Iris, and then the show's in the back, and it's just amazing. I get a huge kick out of that, and I love every single picture he posts like that. It's just so cool. Man, just such a happy guy. I swear. Wish I could have 1 ounce of his happiness, and just super jealous. But man, he's a great guy. Great guy. Alright. So we're just going up and around this piece here. Like I said, just doing that simple outline scribe here. And you'll see me go over lines several times. That's just to make sure that they're nice and clean and crisp and roughly the same depth as any corresponding lines, right? Now, when you're scribing something like this, scribing in the corners, right in here, this inner corner, that's always the toughest part. always the toughest part, right? Awesome. Julio Ponte says, that's awesome. I want my lady to build. Dude, I mean, I think that's all. We all want that, right? Yeah. Dude, Crovero's over there on Facebook. He says, hell yeah, let's build some robots. That's what I'm saying. Dude, I will put down the tools right now, and I will happily announce that Mr. Juan, is well over his burnout, and he is back in fine form building some kick-ass kit bashes. So, if you guys have not checked out Mr. Crovero on Instagram and seen these just amalgamations of badassery, I think you need to. It would behoove you. That's the word of the night, behoove. It's like Sesame Street. Word of the day. There you go. Garrett Tucker says, I missed it. What measurement of scribe are you using right now? Dude, actually you didn't miss it because I don't think I even said it, but we're using the good old 0.15. That's what I use for all panel lines. All panel lines. What's his IG, Kurt Hill? Crovero. Crovero. Think I'm spelling that right. Pretty sure. Yeah. Julio says today's number is 6. Nice. I like it. I like it. All right. So, you guys. Tomorrow is the day that the Jesta stickers are being printed. I'm pretty happy about that because it's been several weeks since Corey had awesomely finished both Jesta compositions for us, and with the vacation and everything, and being so busy with work and all that, yada yada yada. It's been crazy busy, right? So I have not, unfortunately, had a chance to get the Jestas produced. But tomorrow, boys and girls, tomorrow's the big day. I can't wait. I'm excited. It's going to be awesome. Just to, the thing is that, you guys, if you've not, it's one thing to see the art on your computer screen or on your phone or tablet or what have you, right? That's one thing. But to actually hold it in your hands is something completely different, and actually look at it and have that feel of paper, right? Oh, Mr. B still with us. He says, well, see you guys. Flight attendant lady already complained. Awesome. Look at that. Barack's with us to the last second. That is awesome, dude. Awesome. Barack, brother, take care, man. We love you, buddy. But yeah, so there's something very, very amazing holding a tangible product in your hand. So, number one, go follow Corey. Number two, go buy some of Corey's stickers because they're awesome. Plain and simple. But yes, the Jesta stickers are getting done up tomorrow. Hopefully. I should say hopefully. I don't want to say definitely, because hopefully. So, yeah, that'll be fun. Ultraman Dyna, what's up, Luis? He says, I tell you what I can't wait for. Avengers. Oh, I know. I have tickets for it on the 8th. And I can't wait. And I don't even want to hear reviews or anything. I just want to go la 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 all the way from now until then. Because I know someone's gonna ruin it for me. It just is what it is. Links 53. Corey says, number 3, buy more Child of Mecha t-shirts. Cheers to you, Corey. You're the man, brother. I like it. Good stuff. But yeah, from everything that's all the test audiences and everything, it sounds amazing. Sounds amazing. So we'll see. We'll see, right? We'll see. I know I missed some comments here, especially over there on you guys from Twitch. Let me scroll back up here. Links53 says the parachute version is probably my favorite Mecha commission. What? That's awesome, dude. Like, I'm super pleased to hear that. Like, that really makes me happy. Like, I think it's amazing. I just think that's awesome. But to see you say that's your favorite, man, that makes me feel good too. Like, that's really, really cool, right? Really cool. Ultraman Dyna, hey, you said my name properly. I dig it. Luis, what? Like, is it that hard? Just saying. I don't know. Maybe it is that hard. Weird. Anywho. Let's see. Woo, just a sticker. Right. Oh, man. Very cool, very cool. All cool stuff. New messages. Bada boom, bada bing. Rundus J22, are you getting / have you gotten the Master Grade Dynamis? Probably not. Probably not. You know, 00 is really cool. Don't get me wrong. 00 is really cool. I'm just not really into the actual models of the 00 units. I'm just not. It is what it is, you know. Jay Lynch says, does someone know where I can get a real grade RX-78-2 decals on a different color other than the official or printed by another company? No, man. Unfortunately, I do not. Maybe Taobao, maybe eBay, one of those. I don't know. You're playing with fire. I don't know. Manuel Claudio says Hummingbird is my favorite. Dude, thank you. I appreciate that, brother. It's one of my favorites too. I'm partial. What can I say? Ultraman Dyna Luis says you have no idea how many people pronounce it wrong. Really? Really? Luis, Luis. Or do they say Lewis? Do they fucking call you Lewis? Really? I don't know what to tell you. Sorry, brother. Lane Thompson says, hey, if anyone is near an O'Reilly's, there's an ignition point file that works well for plastic. Look at that. Thinking outside the box. I like it. I like it. I really like thinking outside the box. That's good stuff, Lane. That's good stuff. I dig that. See? Creative solutions for weird problems. I dig it. I really dig it. Oh, Julio, are you kidding me? See, like, this is like, it kills me. Like, how can people be this stupid? Like, for real. Like, Julio. Not Julio. Like, he says I get Julio all the time. Like, what? Like, that's like me getting called time. I don't. I'm just saying, but that's like, yeah. Lane Thompson says there's a lot of little modeling stuff that is cheaper at O'Reilly's than online or hobby shops. Yeah, man, it's just different stuff. Just different stuff. You know, and that's cool because you go into like a craft store or like a make your own kind of jewelry store or something like that, or shit, even makeup stores. You know, I'm not afraid to say it. You know, makeup sponges, nail polish, shit like that. Yeah. Hell yeah. But yeah, I mean, all that stuff, think outside the box, dude. Think outside the box. Ultraman Dyna says, or Lois. That's a freaking woman's name. Or Lewis. Yeah, I don't get it. Javier says, well, got to go to work, graveyard shift, life, see you around people. Javier, thank you, brother. Thank you for hanging out with us. Appreciate it. Biggie Pauls, what's up, Paulie? He says, I feel Ozzy is underrated. Also, Blue Destiny is probably my fave. All the little pinheads and detail on the inner frame that no one can see. Yeah, but we know that they're there, right? We know that they're there. And it's just, both are just kind of, especially I think Blue Destiny is one of my favorites. Just because I just love that thing so damn much. Kyle says, I get asked, my name is spelled with a C, never met a cycle. Right? Julio says, I don't sweat it much. I don't want to be an ass and correct them. I get it. But still, it's just, that would irk me to no end, I'm telling you. I would. But what are you going to do, right? What are you going to do? Yeah, Manuel Claudio, thank you. Quick tip, J is pronounced with an A, with an H in Spanish. Yeah. Like, I don't know why people have a hard time grasping that. I just don't. But what are you going to do? Right? What are you going to do? People are ultimately stupid. Alright. Back to doing this. Alright. So, make sure you clear out all the junk, all of the debris and material that you get scribed out, right? Because that's really important, because you don't want your chisel to ramp on you. And mind you, if you guys are new to the stream, ramping, let's talk about that for just a few seconds. Ramping is a phenomena that happens when you are scribing lines and stuff like that. And when you get debris, that scribing, that excess, that kind of plastic that comes off when you scribe, can get gunked up at the end of your scribe line. Now, as you're moving your chisel over that, that will build up and build up and build up like a ramp. And then if you're really not careful, that can just ride right up that ramp and out of your panel line, and it will scratch your surface. So that's what ramping is. So please, please, please make sure you clear out the debris from your scribe line every so often to avoid that ramping phenomena. It's especially important on these inside corners, because that's where that debris will build up the most. So keep that in mind. Now, another point that I should definitely go over, honestly, that I always go over when it comes to scribing, is the corners. A successful scribing job is only as strong as your corner work. It just is. Your corners are what everyone sees. Or your intersections, or what have you. That's what everyone is going to look at. That's what everyone is going to see. So you need to pay special attention to your corner work, because that is where your bread and butter scribing is going to take place. If your corners are nasty and they're blown out, or they don't meet perfectly, or, if it's supposed to be a 90-degree angle, but it's not, and you can kind of see it, it'll just ruin a good scribing job. Every other part of your scribing job could be perfect, but if your corners suck, your scribing job sucks. It's just the way that it is. People see those first, and they'll judge you accordingly. It's just the way life is. Sorry, guys. But, like I said, just take your time. And those corners will be minty fresh. Okay. Alright, almost done with this piece here. Just making sure these lines are nice, even, and a constant, or near constant, depth compared to one another. Now, like I said before, this outline scribe is going to give the illusion of more depth, right? So that right there already looks like it's a separate piece, just in that little bit alone, right? But we're going to get super zoomed in here, and I'm going to show you how much of a difference that makes. So hang tight. Let's get the box. Let's get this thing. There she is. All right, and boom. So there is our outline scribe, and you can kind of see now that nice shadow effect that we have, how that makes it look as if it's two separate parts. Yeah. So that's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for, and you can see, man, that's nice and clean, looking good there, looking good on that side. Let's kind of tilt this up. The focus is super shallow. Let's try to manual focus it here. Ooh, right about there. Now if I just really hold this steady, you can see the inside scribe in this box right in here, and then you can see the scribes here on the very, very ends. Let's see if we can spin this around right in there, right? So now this looks like it's a separate piece that's basically been locked on to the edge of the shield, the very end of it, right? So let's get the focus back on here. Bloop. Where did it? Right about there. What are you doing to me? There we go. Oh, it went out of super zoom. Whoops. So anyway, all right. So there you can see, you know, what I would say is probably a pretty successful outline scribe. Yeah. It looks good. Serves the purpose for what we want it to, and then when you go to paint, where you prime and paint this thing, and then you do your panel lining fluid on here, that'll catch all of that nice kind of dark, you know, either black or brown or dark gray or whatever panel lining color fluid you want to use. It'll catch that, and it'll make it look like a nice shadow. So that's what we're looking for, right? We're looking for separation, that pseudo part separation. So, yeah. There we go. That's what we're looking for, guys. That's what we're looking for. Ultimately, it's just attention to detail. That's really all that it is. It's not some amazing artistic talent. It's not black magic. It's not voodoo. It's not, you know, praying to, you know, pagan gods or anything like that. It's just attention to detail. These things help a lot, and just going slow, man. Just going slow. You guys can do it. I know you can. I know you can. All right, let's get this out of super zoom, right? Boom. Get this box out of here. Go away, box. All right, there we are. All right, so now we're back to normal zoom. Yeah. Let's get the chat and everything back up so I can keep tabs of what you guys are saying over here. Let's go back a little bit and check up with you guys. Let's see. Oh God, Ricky Paul Carlson says, you haven't a clue on mispronunciation on a name. Yeah, dude, I know I butcher your name, but you were just like, you know, that's fine, that's cool, I appreciate it. Which is an aid to me. I know, I just Manuel Claudio says people say MC Diode instead of MC Dio. Actually, that's not. I mean, I gotta admit, that's not a terrible stage name. I'm just saying. Look on the bright side of things, I guess, right? Silver lining and all, right? Silver lining and all, man. But let's see. Julius Emsky says, I'm not complaining because I've been called worse things. Yeah. Swolius. Nice. Runnits J22, I might have to ask you a lot of questions on Instagram while I work on this project, Tim. Dude, I'm here, brother. I'm here. Oh, yeah. Tex says, yeah, for real. You want mispronunciation? Come to a family gathering here and try your best. Oh, yeah. Armida, I can imagine. I can imagine. Oh, I can imagine. Manuel says, how do you prevent sucky corners? Take your time. Take your time. Go slow. Be methodical about it. And one of the best things to do is to not start in a corner. I know that's somewhat counterintuitive, but if you're using like Dymo tape or a guide or a scribing jig or what have you, sneak up on it. You don't have to start in that corner. Sneak up on it. Nibble up to it, right? And then that way you will meet those corners at a perfect sharp corner, right? So that's a good question. Manuel says, whoa, macro lens activate. Yeah, that's our super zoom, man. Julie says, shield looks better now than it did with the picket fence look. Oh, damn. The picket fence look, you guys. I have made, oh my God. I'm going to say this right now. I have made, I have committed so many sins on this project, it's not even funny. The bike helmet thing, picket fence shield. Ay. What am I doing? Oh, it's crazy. But I like that, Julius. That's pretty good. Kyle H says, man, those edges are super sharp. What did you use to get a 45 degree? Okay, that's a really appropriately good question. So what I did was I actually used a scribing jig, right? Now, if you guys don't know what a scribing jig is, or you've not seen me use scribing jigs, then you're in for a bit of a treat. So I'll show you what scribing jigs are. Now, if you guys follow Cam, who did the awesome, what was that? What was that frame arms kit that he did? The desert look with that kind of chainsaw sword thing. Good, really good dude, really good dude. But he did a video and he asked me if he could use some of the scribing jigs, pictures and explanations and stuff like that. I said sure, no problem. So throat gets dry. Anyway, so he made a video, very informative, very good, touched on scribing jigs and stuff like that. Now, these right here are just some of these of the scribing jigs that I use. Now they come in a few different flavors. And I got some more over here. I'm not going to dig those out right now. This one in particular, though, probably best illustrates what a scribing jig is used for, right? This is the one that I use to scribe panel lines on the Jesta's lower leg back kind of thruster cowl. It's on his calf, that kind of longish part, right? This is what I use to scribe the panel lines on the side of that piece. And now how I did this was I made this into a T shape so that I could flip it over, lock the part into this corner where it would catch, and then no matter what, this scribe line would be the same on both sides. It would be perfectly symmetrical and perfectly identical. That's what a scribing jig helps you do. Now, another thing that a scribing jig helps you do is you can use it in, say, like an L shape here to do outlines on kind of straight pieces, right? Now, this is important when you're trying to, get a nice solid 45-degree angle on something. Now, mind you, you could eyeball it and you'll more than likely get away with it. I've done it many times before, but on this particular shield, I went ahead and I did it kind of, I guess, the right way, if you will. So let me show you just real quick how I did that, right? So I took a scribing jig, and I'm just going to do this because we're going to pull this off of here, so it really doesn't matter what we do to this here. Just an L-shaped scribing jig, locked it right onto the corner here, and then I took the back of my hobby knife and just very lightly just kind of scribed in a line, right? Nothing too deep, just enough to where I could see where that line is. And I did it all the way down the length of the piece, right? All the way down the length of the piece. And if your scribing jig is nice and straight, you will have a nice straight line. And I know that's probably hard to see right now, especially with this orange plastic goo coming up out of there. But that's a nice straight scribed line, lightly scribed. Now, this is not going to be a panel line. This is going to be our demarcation line for a 45-degree angle. Now, what we do is we flip it over to the other side, use that same length, and we scribe a corresponding line on the other side, right? So now we have this, and let's see, I don't know if you guys can see that or not. You can sort of see it right there. You can sort of see this line right here, right? So now what I can do is I can just zip off that corner with a Dremel or what have you, and just come down right to that line on both sides. Since this is the same exact length on both sides, that automatically creates a 45-degree angle. Bingo. Easy. Done. Drop the mic. Simple stuff. Simple stuff. So that's how we do it to truly get an accurate 45-degree angle. Now, mind you, you can get different sizes of 45-degree angle based on the width of what your scribing jig is. So if you were to use a wider piece like this and come in farther here and then come down here and make it farther down there, that's going to be a much bigger bevel, right? Alternatively, if you were to use the short side up here, but the long side down here, right, you would have a much more kind of like an acute angle like this, a much more gradual bevel, right? That could look really cool on certain things. So, just another use of scribing jigs. If you're not using them, even if you're not using them for scribing, they're insanely useful. Insanely useful. Because they keep your stuff accurate. Yeah, they keep it accurate. And like I said, you can use scribing jigs for a ton of different things. And even beyond scribing jigs, you can use like glue-up jigs. Like this guy right here. This is this is 68 degrees off of this bottom level right here. This is the jig that I use to glue up the scratch-built Blue Destiny shield. I had one of these guys because it fits nicely right into that, right in that slot, right? I had it right there. Now the reason why I used one of these sanding blocks, because when I put this on here, look at that. That doesn't move off that sandpaper, right? So you kind of grip these together a little bit. You glue them up. You lock them in place. You can use magnets on this side and magnets on this side to lock that plastic in position. Good to go, right? So, man, seriously, guys, if you are not using jigs, it opens up a brand new world of how to do things. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Manuel Claudio says, yes, pro tips. Yeah, sort of. Kyle H says, yay, learning, right? Superset 5, quick question on plastic magic. Does it work on fusing plastic strip with poly caps? Oh, no, it will not. It will not. See, that's the polypropylene, which is what poly caps are made from, it's not going to glue very well, if at all, to polystyrene. I don't know of any solvent out there that will do that will make that happen. If there is, I don't know of it. Let's put it that way. So, now, doesn't mean that you can't build around a poly cap and lock it into, a piece that you've built around it. I've done that plenty of times. But actually gluing it to plastic, you're probably going to be really hard pressed. I'm not going to lie to you, dude. It's just, I don't know of a method to do that. So, sorry, man. But let's scroll back up here. Julio says, gotta make a jig. Yeah, dude. Dude, I'm telling you. And if you make scribing jigs or glue up jigs or what have you, save all of them. Save every single one that you make. Because they will definitely come in handy. Here's some more real quick scribing jigs that I made. These right here are called plug jigs, right? They have a plug, little piece of plastic on this side, and what they do is they plug into these holes here, and it allowed me to get that nice scribe outline all the way around that piece on both this part and this part up here. On both, you can probably see it better up here because the hose isn't in place. But there's an outline scribe right around that opening and around this opening here too. So very, very, very useful. I probably wouldn't have been able to do it without these little guys. And it's just a piece of 0.5 millimeter plastic cut to size to snugly fit in there. And then about a 1 millimeter piece on top that's actually going to be your shape. So there you go. Simple stuff. Simple stuff. Let's see. Superset wants to know, why did Twitch post my question twice? Because it's Twitch. I don't know. Tiago Oliveira is over there on Facebook. He says, that's an amazing tip. I'm surprised to never have seen it before online somewhere. You do now. You have now. And I've been using it for years and years and years. But it's just never caught on. Right? Which I don't know why, because it makes life so much simpler. So much simpler. But yeah, guys, use scribing jigs. They're amazing. They're amazing. Sorvon's over there holding it down for us on Twitch. He says because the bot was holding it up, it only posted once for the rest of us. It's true. I only saw it once. Yeah. Links53 says, genius. Superset 5. Aw, thanks. I've never had that happen before. It probably thought something about it was naughty. Maybe fusing. I think it might have been like, whoa, hey, hold on. You're not fusing anybody. I don't know. So Chris Pabs, he says, yo. What's up, Chris? Donnie's with us here. He says, hey. Let's see. Links53 says, can it be an Irish jig, or is that just silly? I mean, I think if you painted it green with maybe some clovers on it, then it would definitely become an Irish jig. I think so. I don't know. Ask an Irishman. I don't know, man. Space Rat 53 says, how to make scribing jigs. Dude, it couldn't be easier. Okay? Could not be easier. So, like I said, these just plastic pieces. This is the plug that fits snugly into the hole, and then you get the little part that you want your shape to be in. That's easy. Plug jigs are very, very simple. Scribing jigs are equally as simple, or they can be complex. Now, get the plastic strip in the width that you would want. In this case, this is 2 millimeter down here. No, this is actually 1.5, and this is 2 millimeter wrapped on top of it. Now, this is just a simple L-shaped jig, which probably most of the time that's what you're going to be using. This is great for scribing outlines around angled surfaces. You're not going to want to use this for curves. I'm going to tell you now. You're not going to want to use it for curves. You do something else for curves, and I'll show you that here in a second. Now, alternatively, you can make a T-shaped jig like this, right? Now, what the T-shapes are good for are repeating or mirroring your scribe lines on two opposite surfaces. Look at that. You flip it over, you've got the same thing on the other side. Because you have that T shape on here, your piece can fit snugly into this little corner right here. Bada boom, bada bing, right? Now, there's a bunch of other ways that you can build your own scribing jigs and stuff like that. You can use, if you wanted to scribe lines in a tube, say like a barrel or something like that, right? You can use tubes that are roughly telescoping tubes like this. One has an outer diameter, one has roughly the same inner diameter, right? You can just hold that in place and just take in your chisel, scribe right around it, right? That's easy. What else? Let's go ahead and start digging in the scribing jig box. Where did it go? Because this is not it right here. This is just this is scrap plastic over here. Where did the scribing jig box go? Ah, shit, I can't find it. But I've got a whole tutorial on it, or a tutorial on some of it. Some of it. Are they up there? I don't know where they are. I don't know. Anyway, I do have a tutorial on scribing around the perimeters of different things, like come here, you guys. Like these things right here, like scribing, like these guys. These Kotobukiya parts, right? Scribing around the perimeter right here. Scribing around that using a jig. Again, very simple. We did it for the Jesta, actually. And I showed how to do that. So, bunch of tutorials on childofmecha.com. Go check them out. They might be useful. Yeah, they might be useful. So anywho, but yeah. So there you go. George says, hot damn, Tim, thanks. You're welcome, man. Zach Bleish over there at Galactic Toys, he says, those are sweet. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Julio Ponte calling the plug. Yeah, masterclass lessons. There you go. Sorvan Zero, it thought strip was naughty. It can be. Corbin Den, he's back. Runnus J22 over here on YouTube says, someone said to not use putty to fill in residual caps after you test prime, but I've seen people like Ed do this. What's the general consensus? For me, use super glue. Yeah, sand it down, prime again, you're good to go. Seriously. Go back into the Justice streams and you'll see how I used super glue to fill in gaps and mistakes in scribing, because we all make mistakes. And then just surface imperfections too. You know, surface gaps in between seams and stuff like that. So yeah, super glue is an amazing, amazing filler in that aspect, because it's never going to fail you unless you try and tear it out, right? Which you don't want to do. You want to let it do its work, right? So, my opinion is use super glue. Putty is... it's self-defeating, honestly, because once you hit it with primer, which is, you know, if you're using a lacquer-based primer, that will reactivate the putty, because most of that stuff is solvent-based anyway. So the thinner in that lacquer-based primer, if that's what you're using, of course, will reactivate that putty and sink it down, and just continue a vicious, vicious cycle until you just said, screw it, I don't care. Super glue doesn't do that. Food for thought. Corbin Denny says, and your guinea pig has tested his color shifting purple, blue, green paint test. Nice. Gary's over there on Twitch. He says, I was going to ask about the curved jigs. Yes, let's talk about curves for just a second, because where is it? Okay, so for curves, what you're going to want to do, especially on a perimeter, is use this bad boy right here, your compass, right? Now, this is the thing. For compass, to make this work, you do have to modify your compass just slightly. Nothing crazy. You can switch it back to a normal compass. But get a nice one, a fairly nice one, you know, 15, 20 buck style nice one. Not like a super nice one, but a decent one. Not one you get at the supermarket that you give to elementary school kids. Don't buy those. But this is a pretty decent one. I forget who this is by, but you keep the point in there, and you replace the lead with just like a brass rod or something like that. This acts as your guide. The point acts as your scribe. Oh yeah, you see where I'm going with this, right? You see where I'm going with this. Let's get a curve here, right? So we've got this lower. This is just one of the donor kits from Spider 2K2 James 2.0, and obviously this is curved and weird and everything like that. So say we want to scribe in maybe just like that off the side, right? Watch this. So your rod is going to act as your guide, right? Make sure to hold both arms solidly and just scribe lightly. And then, there you go. You have the beginnings of a scribed line. Now, the thing to do next is to go back over this. Once you've got that pathway established, go back with your actual chisel and deepen that out, because that's going to be perfectly symmetrical all the way around. That's how you do scribes on a curved perimeter. Simple stuff. Simple stuff. Now, for truly curved surfaces, what you're going to have to buckle down and do is just use tape, because that's the only way you're going to get it. You can try and mess around making a jig, but you're going to spend more time actually making that jig than scribing that line. Now, the trick with curved surfaces, say for instance, the top here of the Zaku 2 helmet, right? This is just, this is a basically a scribing nightmare right here. Now, the thing is, if you're using Dymo tape or Haiku tape or whatever guide tape that your preference is, you don't want to use the full width of the tape. You want to cut this down into thin-ish strips, maybe 2 millimeters thick, and then that way it's going to grab on to as much surface area as that tape can onto that surface, and it's going to adhere much, much better. Because if you've got just 2 millimeters of this 9 millimeter wide tape, this stuff is just going to go flapping in the wind and smooth sailing. So that's how you scribe. How you do curved, and it's just going to come off, and it's just going to be a nightmare for you. Plain and simple. You cut it down into strips, scribing. Pain in the ass. Don't get me wrong. Super big pain in the ass. But it can be done. Yes, it can be done. All right. We're going through a lot. We're speeding through. I know we are. And we're answering questions, and I think you guys have great questions tonight. Trust me. Flynn, what's up, Burger? Flynn Berger, he's with us, man, and he came in about 10 minutes ago, and I didn't say hi to him because I was answering questions. But Flynn, if you're still with us, brother, thank you, appreciate it. Kyle H, hey Craig, sup, blah blah blah. Bry guy, he's here. What's going on? Julio says, where do I buy this book? Dude, I'm working on it next year. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Julio Ponte, Tim's How to Finesse Shit. Yeah, I mean that's. It really is what it is, right? Gumpa Maker, good night. Man, oh man, everybody's here. Runus, super glue seems to be your best friend. It is. It's amazing stuff. Especially when you start to think of other ways to use it. It is amazing stuff. He says, gonna have to make a trip to get some new super glue. Yes, and honestly, and I wish Bailey was here, because Bailey is a big proponent of this stuff. But I broke down and I got some of this this stuff here. Oh, it doesn't have the label. It has the blank label on it because you can get it for the BSI Bob Smith Industries, I think, super glue. This is the Instacure. This is the gap filling medium 5 to 10 second glue. This is very, very similar to our favorite Loctite Ultra Liquid Control, you guys. Very, very similar. So if you can't get this for some reason, get this. This is good stuff. They also make zip kicker. They have a zip kicker. I'm hesitant on using that, and I'll tell you why. Is because that is a catalyst to instantly cure that super glue. Now, potentially, what it could do is make that super glue brittle, and that's not what you want. You want it to retain its bonding properties. You do not want that to crystallize, right? So, I'll say this: if you can wait 5 to 10 seconds, you don't need the zip kicker. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I just saying. Anyway, Tazzo's with us. Gundam Taz, what's up, buddy? Robbie, you gonna be with us this Friday, bud? Bry Guy's with us. He says, Tim, what type of paint do you use in your kits? I don't know how to choose between enamel, acrylic, enamel, or lacquer. Easy answer: go lacquer. Reason why? It's because it's the easiest one to work with. Number one, it's got, and you know what? Let's switch over to camera one because we're answering questions here, which I really dig. I love answering questions for you guys. But yes, dude, my opinion, use lacquer. There's nothing easier on the market right now than your solvent-based paints. So that means, your Mr. Hobby, your Alclad, your Gaia Notes, your SMS, your finishers, Allclad, all those paints. Those are by far the easiest ones to work with because they're dummy proof. And they're insanely durable, right? You can do a nail scratch, and half the time, if you've got good surface preparation, that paint will not scratch. Will not. You can throw enamels on it. It'll be fine. So yeah, in my personal opinion, lacquer-based paints is where it's at. Now, Jason PS3 says the cheapest lacquer paints. You know, the thing is you don't want to cut corners. There's hobby level paints that are extremely affordable and also extremely good. Mr. Hobby, Mr. Color, I should say, is what I use. Very affordable. Very affordable. If you're in Australia, yes, SMS. Go support Scott. Scott is, like, amazing. But if you're in Australia, they're much easier to get, and they're actually a little cheaper, too. But if you're pretty much anyplace else, Mr. Color probably is going to be your best bet. So, yeah, don't cut corners on the paint, you guys. Like, I see people trying to get away with, like, apple barrel acrylics, like the 99-cent, shit tubes from, your local craft store and stuff like that. You're just, I see people every day say, oh yeah, I got great results with it. Cool. You did. Congratulations. And I applaud you for that. That takes skill to get those results with that. Not everybody can. That's just the short and skinny of it. Not everybody can. So, there you go. Flynnberger says Tim is a member of the Lacquer Master Race. I love you, Flynn. You're the best. Donnie says, holy shit, that's a great idea. Nice. We'll definitely use this tip. There you go. There you go. Donnie says, he just keeps going. He says, we'll definitely use this tip. Brilliant. Man, you're welcome. Bry Guy, oof, but lacquer is rich boy paint. I'm on a college budget. Yeah, so this is the thing. So if you can afford Tamiya acrylics, then you can afford Mr. Color. And the cool thing about it is, this is the part that will blow people's minds, is that you can mix, shit, it's over there, Mr. Color leveling thinner with both Mr. Color and Tamiya. Yeah. So what that effectively does is it doubles your palette selection. It doubles the amount of colors that you have access to at that point. And, excuse me, and if you're really in a pinch, there's nothing wrong with using lacquer-based nail polish. Go in, 99-cent little jar of lacquer nail polish. I've done that before. I've done it plenty of times before. It works. Test it out. But most of the time, it works wondrously. Because lacquer-based nail polish already has a leveling agent in it. Just needs to be thinned down with some lacquer thinner. Now, you could use hardware store lacquer thinner, maybe. But if you can get the good stuff, get the good stuff. That's what I would say. Gundam Taz says you can smell the cancer in lacquer. Get out of here, Robbie. Let's see. Man. Bright Guy. Yum. 3mm respirator for days. Actually, if you have great air movement in your in your spray booth, or if you spray outside, you really don't need a mask. I know. People are going to get upset with me and be like, oh, Tim, what are you saying? No, dude, you know what? Look, over here on my Super Mamma Jamma DIY kind of airbrush spray booth over here, I've got 3 fans moving 70 cubic feet per minute. So, all in all, 210 cubic feet per minute moving across these fans. I don't smell a thing when I shoot paint. And I use some nasty shit too, you guys. I use like All-Clad and the Super, what is it? The Mr. Super Clear. That's nasty smelling shit. I don't smell it. Now, I'll take precautions. but you don't necessarily need it if you're spraying outside or in a very, very, very well ventilated area. So, there you go. Now, mind you, I might die from cancer in 2 years. I mean, let's hope not. That would be bad. But, I'm just saying, that's my opinion. Go with what your gut's telling you. Let's see. Zach Bleich's opinion on scribing tape. Use it! It's amazing. Yes. Let's see. What about curve templates? Yeah, you can use curve templates. Taz. Big Goof says, damn, I've done everything wrong for so far. Nah, man. Gun and Taz, learn the hard way. Yeah, right. Now I know why my results sucked. Dude, and you know what? Sometimes you just gotta learn. That's all. That's all. Oh, look at Taz. It says, don't die, Tim. Thank you, Robbie. Thank you. Oh, come here, boo boo. Give me a hug. We're giving out hugs tonight. Free hugs for everybody. So let's see. Gary says respirator mask highly recommended. Please wear them when using lacquer. Yes. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're using kind of like a kind of a bargain kind of spray booth, like a master or something like that, absolutely. Don't be stupid with it. But if you built your own Superman pajama, fucking like aerospace level spray booth, you may not need it. But, your mileage may vary. I'm just saying. Space Rat 53 says, cutting out on my end, perhaps my internet. I think so, because it's all green over here on YouTube, buddy. Sorry, man. Let's see. Spamming a Cam 18. He's here. Gorman Dan, I sit in front of the fan with a window open, so it shouldn't be too bad. The glue I work with at work is worse than the paint for right now. So there you go. Yeah, there you go. Manuel Claudio says, I got ammo by MiG. Nice. Yeah, that's a good one, too. I know Bailey, when he's here, he absolutely swears by it. So, yeah, I will, when it comes to acrylic anything, I will always defer to Bailey, because that's what he uses. He's just, he's the man when it comes to that. Yeah. Let's see. I saw James come in. No Zaku boy. James, what's up? Spam I can't get any kind of results with shit paint. There you go. Spam Can says, I love the smell of lacquer in the morning. I mean, let's be honest. Who doesn't, right? Let's be honest. Manuel Claudio, now that's suction power. It's true. Suck your face off. Let's see. Gorban Den, it tells me I don't care till I need to. Dynamo tape works really well for scribing. Yes, it does. Gremlin's Gumpla Garage, my bathroom vent spray, my bathroom vent fan spray booth isn't up for lacquers, but I do my Gumpla in an outbuilding. I just open the 10-foot garage door when I'm airbrushing decanted primer. There you go. Yeah. Got him Taz sending hugs. Space Rat 53. What about hand brushing? Hand painting still go with lacquer? I am not going to be the expert when it comes to hand brushing. I would always defer to someone else for that type of stuff. Mainly because I don't do it, and I haven't done it for many years. I hand painted my very first few Gundams. But again, that was using that cheap shit apple barrel acrylic crap from the dollar store and whatever. But you're talking years and years ago. So I would always defer to someone else who is way more skilled in hand painting than me. The one person who I would definitely point you in the direction of Gremlin is damn it. What? Taz, help me here. Paint on plastic. Damn it. It was there and then it was gone. Shit. And we've had him on the show plenty of times. Taz, help me here, buddy. Mr. Paint on Plastic. What's his name? Lincoln. Thank you. Son of a bitch. Why couldn't I remember that? Thank you, Taz. Thank you, Flynn. Appreciate that too, buddy. Yes, Nozaku Boy James. Thank you, guys. Yes, Lincoln Wright. Mr. Paint on Plastic. He does a lot of hand painting with lacquer-based paints, and he seems to have the technique down to a science. So if you're interested in hand brushing, I would absolutely go and watch some tutorials by Lincoln Wright. Paint on Plastic. That's what he always goes by. He's going to be your best source when it comes to hand painting with lacquers and stuff. So, yeah, that hands down. He's got that on lock. So, oh, sorry, that wasn't from Gremlin. That was Space Rat. Sorry, Gremlin. So Space Rat, that's who I would point you to. He says, my issue with airbrushes, can't afford with college student budget unless someone has some options. Also lacks space to set up spray booth and airbrush. Yeah, I completely agree. I completely agree. Chris Pabs is over there on Facebook. He says, if I might suggest surface prime before using scribe tape, adhesion is better. Interesting. I mean, obviously I don't necessarily do that, but that could be a potential. Yeah, that could be a potential. Gundam Taz, NASA level spray booth. Yeah, right. Zach Blythe says Badger makes some affordable airbrushes. Yes, they do. Very good ones too. Mind you, I'm an Iwata guy, but my very first airbrush was a Badger Crescendo. Yeah, and they make some really, really good airbrushes. Really good shit. Gundam Taz says Mig has awesome weathering products. Absolutely 100% yes. Yes, they do. MiG and Vallejo both have wonderful, some wonderful weathering products. Gary's over there on Twitch. He says, Tamiya paints are great, cheap, and you could use leveling thinner. Oh, more fucking durabilities, so the noise. I love Gary, man. Julius Dembski says, next time, night all. Julius, take care, brother. Bry Guy says, right now I'm researching to build a custom spray booth out of corrugated plastic. Interesting. Mine is built out of MDF, medium density fiberboard, mainly because it's cheap and it holds up amazingly. Let's see. Gundam Taz, acrylics for base, oils for details, and blends. It works for Taz, so I can't disagree with him. Just saying. Big Goose, there's a reason a ton of mini painters, pro levels, use Citadel acrylics. Yeah, because I guess they're good, right? Yeah, I don't follow minis or anything like that, unfortunately. Zach Blythe says Citadel is expensive. Yeah, I've seen that. I've definitely seen that. Win is a master. Yes, Win is a master. He's amazing. And you guys haven't even seen his latest work. He showed me probably about a week or so ago. Pretty damn cool. You'll see it soon. It's not Gunpla, though. Sad. Flinberger says, hand painting with lacquers is hard work. Yeah, but Lincoln, I think, has got it down to a pretty good methodology. Let's put it that way. Spider2K2 James 2.0, he's with us. He says, hey everyone, a bit late to the stream, but finished another exam. Hope you did good, dude. Bry Guy, what are your thoughts on stuff like testers? Testers paints. Testers is shit. There's no real way to get around that. Testers is terrible. Model Masters, which is the higher end brand of testers, is moderately better. But even still, it's not great. It's cheap shit for a reason. Let's put it that way. It's cheap shit for a reason. So I would absolutely avoid testers. I would avoid testers. Anything, honestly. Jason PS3 says Tester's Gold is the only one. Tester's Gold is the only one is good. So he's saying that's the only paint that's good in their entire line. I would probably agree with that. But I never even tried the gold, so I don't know. Yeah, Model Masters, mind you. So Model Masters comes in 3 flavors. They come in lacquers, they come in acrylics, and they also make enamels. So make sure that you get the right thing, right? Now, I won't lie. I have some Model Masters enamel up there when if I have to do like some weird custom panel lines or something like that, right? So I have like black, I have dark gray, and I think I have like a dark brown up there just for shits and giggles. My local was going out of business, so I got it at 50% off. So I said, screw it, I might as well, right? So there you go. So it's up there. I haven't used it in years, but it's up there. I hit the camera. You can get much better. I'm not gonna tell you that it's amazing, but you can get much better. And it's not shit, but again, you can get much better. So that's my 2 cents. Excuse me. Corbin Den, Badger is my main airbrush right now. Nice. Donnie Baxter says Crescendo is a beast. I still have mine, I think. Yeah, it's over there. I don't use it for anything, but it's over there, right? Let's see. Siegfried, he's over there on Facebook. He says, "Hi, Sir Tim from Philippines." What's up, Siegfried? Thank you for watching, man. Appreciate it. All the way from the Philippines. I love I love Philippines. I love the Philippine folks. Some good people over there. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Good stuff. Good stuff. Very passionate about the hobby too. The Philippine folks. James from the Philippines that won last year. He came in second in GBWC. Amazing talent. If you guys aren't following him, I strongly suggest it. Amazing dude. But Siegfried, thank you for watching, brother. Appreciate that. Spike2K2 James says, let's just say my CEU credits are now up to a total of 10. So I hope that's good, right? I hope that's good. Bry Guy says, good, Tim, you saved me. Hey, man. It's what we do, right? Oh, yeah, you know what? Gary's Filipino, too. Hell yeah, we Filipino are awesome. Gary's over here now on YouTube. Look at that. Dropping by because Twitch are awesome for nerd people. Noise. Look at that. That's awesome. Let's see. Taz says Model Masters is good. Vincent Lewis, he's over there on YouTube as well. What's your thoughts on Vallejo's Mecha colors compared to Ammo by MiG? Again, man, I've never used either, so I can't really give you a good, honest opinion. I would really defer that to someone who knows more about both of them. Maybe Bailey, maybe Justin, somebody like that. I personally have never used both, so I can't even give you an educated guess, to be honest with you. So I'm sorry, but I mean I've heard pretty good things about both, but I mean that's as far as my expertise goes. Sorry. Whoa! That notification got me a little off guard, as you can say. Huey Gian. I hope I'm saying that right. Thank you for the subscribe. Welcome to the Mecha Army. Appreciate that. That's awesome. Woo! That'll wake you up in the morning, won't it, boys? Hey now. Spider2K2 says, I know Tim loathes Vallejo products. Actually, I don't. It's just their primer that I loathe. That I despise with a burning passion. Because it's terrible. But anyway, he says, I've never had problems with the washes and some of the paints. Yeah, I've never heard anything truly bad about other Vallejo products other than the primer. The primer is just, it's poo-poo because you need a high amount of surface area for that to really grip onto. So Gundam, with its flat surfaces, has actually a low amount of surface area compared to your minis, which has these nooks and crannies, and folds and stuff like that, which produces a high amount of surface area, a much higher amount of surface area. So there you go. Gremlin says, Model Masters is tough as nails once it's on, but getting it to spray smooth isn't easy. Yeah. Bry got already. So Tamiya and Mr. Color it is. There we go. Gundam Taz Life Color has the best rust tones in my opinion. I have never heard of Life Color. I don't know. George says Tester's enamel for reverse wash. That's what I would say, honestly. I mean, you can get away with it. Me, I'll be honest with you, I'm bordering sadomasochistic when it comes to painting. I will tape everything and mask everything. Reverse wash, get out of here. I will tape it up and I will paint it with my airbrush. Even the teeny tiny little things, I will paint, tape and paint it, just so I can ensure a consistent texture and finish to those pieces. But that's just me. Donnie Baxter says Model Masters and enamel easiest to locally source for reverse wash. Yeah, and it's actually the difference between testers and Model Masters, from my experience, is that the size of the pigment in Model Masters is much finer than it is in the standard testers, the little rectangular square bottles. So go with that, I would say, if you have to do a reverse wash. Yeah. Excuse me. Let's see. Siegfried says, thanks, it's super hot here. Just chilling and watching. Nice. Hey, it's a good way to chill, right? Good way to chill. Kyle says, great food, too, from Philippines. Yeah, I agree. Chris Pab says, also Filipino, just in case my last name didn't give it away. Right? Gary says, Julio, I want a Deadpool hands back. I want Deadpool hands back. The little freaky fingers. So funny. It's good stuff. Bry Guy says, all right, my last question for the night. What's a good chisel scriber? Only thing I get suggested is BMC rich boy stuff. Ah, man, you're going to paint me into a corner like that? Come on, dude. Because I use BMC, right? Excuse me. Madworks. Yeah, Madworks. They're really great. You can get equally as good lines and notches with Madworks as you can BMC. The reason why I have BMCs is simply because I got I just kind of invested in that ecosphere, if you will, right? But you can definitely get great results with all that stuff. Yeah, you can get good results with that stuff. So Madworks, definitely another option. So let's see. Kyle H, get Madworks, just as good and slightly cheaper. That is true. That is very, very true. But you do need the different handles and stuff for the different sizes. So keep that in mind. They're not expensive though. Gary says, can't keep up with the YouTube chat. I'm still working, LOL. So I'm back here with the cool people on Twitch. Nice. Kenneth Sim says, hey, I'm late. It's okay, dude. We're just answering questions and stuff. Just kind of chatting tonight. Donnie's Baxter says, oh my God, I can't imagine taping a sleeves insignia. Dude, I've done it. I did it on the Aussie. I taped up that stupid little eagle on its chest. I taped that. Yes, you can do it. Trust me, you can do it. Gundam Taz, freaky fingers. Let's see. Oh, look at this. Motherfucking Matt Mrozek. What's up, Matty? Dude, long time no see, brother. So, for those of you guys that don't know Matt, painting beast when it comes to pretty much everything. Matty, are you just working on like figure commissions and stuff now, or do you have any Gunpla in the pipeline at this point? Are you just doing... I know you're just beasting out on, like, comic figures and stuff like that. Like, do you even have time for Gunpla anymore? You don't have time for us anymore. You've abandoned us, Matt. Damn you. You've abandoned us. But that's okay. I understand. He's making bank on those commissions. Good shit. Good to see you, Matty. Good to see you, brother. It's been a long time. It's been a long time, dude. Good to see you. Are you going... Matt, are you going to Chattanooga this year? Let me know. Because, I'm seriously thinking about hitting up, Chattanooga and stuff like that this year and trying to do all that. Yeah. So, yeah. Hey, look, Johnny's with us. He says he's painting just prototypes. Yeah. Matt says, I have some stuff in the stash, but still 99% figure commissions. That's what I thought. So, if you guys don't know Matt Mrozek, go look him up on Facebook. Matt, Mrozek. Matt Mrozek. You'll see what I mean. Painting beast, guys. Wonderfest. No, it's the IPMS Nationals. If that's Wonderfest, I don't know. I'm like I said, I'm a rookie when it comes to IPMS and all that stuff, so I don't know. I thought it was Nationals. Could be Wonderfest. I have no idea. Anyway, it's been a long day. Spider2K2 says just saw his Silver Surfer statue. An absolute beauty. All of them are. Gundam Taz says all this talk about shop is making me want to go to my local hobby shop. Dude, go, dude. Yeah, hell yeah. Let's see. Matt says I have bought a few 135th third-party busts. Stay away from IPMS. Okay. Whatever floats your boat. But what? So Wonderfest. I've seen that too. Man, I might have to look into that. I just want to try to hit up more stuff, right? Matt says too many rivet counters. Yeah. I got a taste of that in Fairfax. Not like personally, but I saw it. I witnessed it. But since they don't know how to judge Gunpla as of yet, we kind of got to pass on all that stuff. So, Zach Weiss asks, isn't Wonder Festival a Japanese show for figures? Yes, it is. But there's another Wonderfest modeling show for, like, I guess, fantasy and figure stuff, sci-fi, stuff like that here in the States. If I'm not mistaken, that's what it is. I could be totally off on that, but I know it's, like, a big deal, and I think it's down there in the Mid-South area. I don't know where. It might be in Chattanooga. I don't know. Gundam Taz says just need to buy more styrene and paint, maybe an El Cheapo kit for Greebs. I love Greebs. Little Greeblies. Nozaku Boy says I might have to go as well. Matt says support local stores. I agree. Do it. Edwin Arce says, hi Tim, need to ask, what is your method for recasting parts? I need to recast some parts for a project. Oh, dude. So I get like super in depth with resin casting. So I'll make a 2-part, RTV mold. I'll put that, in my pressure pot, all that good stuff. Use low curing RTV, use low curing resin. But if you're just starting out and just need to cast a few parts, it's not the way to go. Use some of that like moldable plastic that you heat up in boiling water and stuff like that. Form it around your part, and then use like a 2-part epoxy putty, and you can get a pretty decent cast out of that. So, yeah, as long as the parts that you're trying to cast aren't super complex and have a shit ton of details. So, that's what I would say. But if you need to if you need to step it up, then there's always that option. Let's put it that way. Let's see. Zach, yeah, we already answered Zach's question. Matt says, just got the new 135th Zeta bust. Nice. I like the sound of that. Matt says, Wonderfest is the largest sci-fi figure show in the U.S., some would say. I'm all about that. Yeah. Cheers to that. I'm all about that. I think that'd be a good time. Man. Like I said, I just need to get to a bunch of events and just hang out with cool people. I think that's my main thing. I want to hang out with cool fucking people. We did it in Fairfax. Amazing. I want to experience that again. It's good shit. It's good shit. Anyway, Bry Guy says, I literally have a comic store that has so much Gundam, and I'm like one of like 3 people who only buy from them. Dude, you got to get more people on that bandwagon. It's your job, Bry Guy. It's your job. You have been assigned this task. I hope you're up for it. Kenneth Sims asks, Tim, planning to get the Master Grade XS 1.5? Probably not anytime soon. Yeah, probably not anytime soon. Big Goof says, next one is in June 1st to 2nd in Louisville, Kentucky. That's where Wonderfest is. Chattanooga is the IPMS Nationals. Shit. I'm going to have to start saving money. Damn it! What am I going to do? Because I want to try to get out to SCGMC too, but I'm 50-50 on that deal. We're going to be out at Saboten, August 31st to September 2nd with Chris R. I know, he just popped in. That'll be fun. Those Gundam guys are coming out. Yeah, we're going to hang out. We're going to party. It's going to be awesome. IPMS Nationals is just called Nationals. It's in Chattanooga this year. Yeah, that's what I thought. Chris R says, I'll be there. You'll be there. Cool. See, I'm contemplating on going. I'm on the fence though. It's always about money. And also time. It's always about time too. Right? Shit. All these places I want to go and all these people I want to hang out with. Time is the one commodity that you can never get any more of. So, anyway. Taz is out. Later, Taz. Have fun. Tell everybody at the hobby shop I said hi. Let's see. Bry Guy. I'm only going to Monsters and Mecha this year since internship to Spain this year. What? But at least I'll see Bailey. Nice. I might try to get down for that. I don't know. Or if they're doing, or when they do the SC, their SC GMC. Yeah. Edwin R says, thanks, Tim. You're welcome, man. Gary says, I have to head now, about to go home. I have a nice time, everyone. And Tim, you always rock my world, Tim. Whoop. Weird, but okay. Thank you, Gary. I appreciate that, brother. Have a great night, buddy. Kyle H says, using the blue stuff myself, trying to mold some spare Greeblies. I like it. You know what? I've had these four boxes of Greeblies that I have to cast, and I just have not gotten around to it, and that makes me frustrated because I could use some of them right now, but I don't want to use them right now because I want to cast them, right? So what are you gonna do? Excuse me. Session says, I'm cool, people. Let's hang out. May 4th, buddy. May 4th. Big Goof says, next one's in Louisville. We read that. Sorry about that. Chris Pabs says, I'm also cool, people, damn it. Chris is right. He's going to be out there May 4th, too. Maddie says, it is in the U.S., some say it's the biggest. Oh, we already read that. Sorry. Bleh, my bad. Bry Guy says, sir, yes, sir, General Tim. Matt says, Wonderfest is a good time. If you know Jason Eaton and love Star Wars models, seeing his work in person makes the trip worth it alone. Nice. Oh, man. Matt says, Wonderfest happens over my wedding anniversary every year. Guess what I do for my anniversary every year? Swear, brother, your wife must be a saint. My wife would kill me. Chris R says, my local IPMS is paying me to go. LOL, I'm hauling their kits over. Hey, if they're paying for you to go, why not, right? Makes sense. Julio Ponte taking a Greyhound if I gotta. Dude, Julio, are you coming out May 4th? Is that what I read between the lines, but I wasn't sure. Like, you're gonna come out to... Like, you're coming out to Galactic Toys on May 4th? Is that what I'm understanding? Or are you talking about Mecha and Monsters? Damn. Now I need to know. I need to know. Manuel Claudia says, Julio, which one are you going to? He says Mecha Monsters. Nah, the Mecha Monsters. Damn it! That's okay. Next time. Maybe I come up there to you guys in New York and do something. I don't know. We'll see, right? Flimberger says, we have Aussie Model Expo in June. Great event. Yes. Love seeing pictures and stuff like that from those events. Bry Guy says, happy wife, happy life. You're not lying, brother. Neko Rare, he's or he or she is over there on YouTube. They say, any tips on coating the real grade Exia? How do I cover the small clear parts / ribbons? So coating how? Like clear coating? Or do you mean protecting like when you paint? So let us know, and we can definitely help you out. Bry Guy says, Julio coming to M&M. Yeah. When is that? When is the Monsters, Mecha and Monsters? Is that May 4th? Is that the same day? For real? I hope not. Oh, Matt Coat. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so Neko Rare wants to know, so how do you protect that stuff from, when you matte coat that? Great question. Tape up. Look at this dude. Zach Rensberger. Sniff, sniff. What's that smell? Look at this cat, man. What's up, Zachy? Zach Rensberger. For those of you guys that don't know, Mr. Zaku Aurelius. One of my boys from Gumpo Talk. He's over there on Facebook. Everybody say hi to Zach. It's for stopping by. Look at you. What's up, buddy? So, Neko Rare, real quick. So, use some masking tape. Mask that stuff off as best as you can. Use little parts, little pieces of masking tape for the small clear parts. Do your matte coat. Peel that tape off. Good to go. Protected. 100%. But good, very good question, by the way. Very good question. Kyle H says, I wish we had more of those events in my area, right? Bry Guy, May 18th. Okay. So it's Mecha and Monsters is a little bit later. Cool. Okay. Chris R, heading off, Tim, 4 a.m. start time for work. Ugh. I'll be glad when these 4 weeks of training are over. Dude, I can imagine, right? Yeah, Zach says, at work, 1:15 p.m. here in Korea. watching this stream from work. I love it. Guiding the youth of Korea, everybody. Oh, man. I love it. Zach, you're the best, buddy. Couple Maker, quick question about the jig. How do you deal with curved surfaces like the Zaku legs? Okay, so Goblin Maker, I'm not laughing at you. I'm not laughing at you. Please remember, we actually covered that when you were gone. I'm sorry, dude. I'm so sorry. But, okay, for you, Goblin Maker, let's rehash. Okay? So, let's go to camera. Okay? So what we showed was this guy right here. This kind of cuff around the bottom of a Zaku 2 leg, right? Let's try to get this focused here. There we go. So, as you can see, we've got already a scribed line here. Now, what I did to get that scribed line is use a compass, but instead of the lead, I took that out and I put just a little brass brass rod in there, right? That will act as your guide. The point, the sharp point, will act as your scribe, right? So, what you do is you determine your width for the scribe line, and you hold these two legs very, very steady, and you just go along here, nice and lightly, and just scribe that line in, just following the edge of that part, right? And then you will get the beginnings of a perimeter scribe around that curved part. And we took it all the way up to this angled part right here. Yeah? So, that's how you get perimeter scribes around a curved piece. Now, for a truly curved piece, say for instance, what do we do? Where did that go? Where did the Zaku's head go? Ah, here it is. So for truly curved pieces like the top of the Zaku head or the shoulder or something like that, right? You just have to use your scribing tape. Now, this is the important part. You don't want to use the full width of your scribing tape. You want to cut this into thinner strips, like say 2 millimeter or so, right? And then that way, the percentage of tape that's grabbing onto your surface is much higher at that point, because if you're trying to use this whole thing and you've only got a little portion of that, this whole part over here is all loosey-goosey flapping in the wind. You don't want that. You don't want that. So cut it down into smaller strips, like 2 millimeter, something like that. That will grab onto that plastic much more. You won't have that flappy part, and then you'll be able to scribe those lines just as like you would on a straight surface. So that's quick. That's a quick explanation. Rewind back or rewatch the part that you missed, and we kind of get into it just a little bit more in depth. But that's kind of the quick, dirty version. So there you go, man. So, but good stuff. All right, so. Let's see. Spamming a can. Forgive me. I have signed I'm using Apple Barrel on a $5 tank kit. That's okay, man. You know what? This, like I said, if you can get it to work, then you know what? You're doing something right. Yeah. You're doing something right, because that to get that stuff to look decent, it takes some work. So, hats off. There we go. Excuse me. Zach says, waiting for my students to come into class. Nice. Let's see. Chris R. 4 week of training, 12 to 15 hour work days. Damn. Then a final test and promotion. The ultimate reward, right? Zach Bleish from Galactic Toys. He's over there on YouTube. He says, bedtime for me. See you next time. Zach, thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with us. Let's go back to one camera so we can kind of finish things out, if you will. Let's see. Goblin Maker says, I'm sorry and thanks. Dude, you don't have to say I'm sorry, buddy. You don't have to say I'm sorry. Spider2K2, James 2.0, he says, I never thought of using a compass to scribe like that. Yeah. Yeah. Pry Guy says, hey Maker, that Marisai is looking mean, bro. Zach Rensberger over there on Facebook, Zach Aurelius says, I taught them No Way Jose yesterday. That's awesome. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh, welcome kids from Korea. No way, Jose. Jeez. Oh, I love it. Hey, Dean. What's up, buddy? Dean says, long time no see. I know, it's been a minute, right? He says, I customized a Gunpla. Yeah. Took me the whole spring break. But you did it. That's the good thing, right? Chris Pab says, that's all they need to know. Job done. Done. That's good shit right there, man. Good shit. Awesome stuff. Let's see. My chat program just died on me. So I need to go back and do this manually. Took me the whole spring break, Dean says. Spider2K2 says, you missed a ton. Yeah. Look at the shield now, dude. What? Look at that. It's so sexy. We had to rip off the picket fences. It's so fucked up. But yeah, look at the shield now. That's sweet looking, right? Looking good, if I do say so myself. Kenneth Sim, part counts time. No, it's the end of the stream. We're not doing part count right now. He says, I haven't posted it to social media yet. Hey man, show it to us. We want to see, right? Kyle H says, I saw a video where they used a compass for duplicating panel lines to mirror it. Yeah, you could probably do that, I'd say. Bry Guy says, hour 45 minute-ish for the compass scribing. Thank you, man. That's for Makers, couple Makers reference. Good stuff. Let's see. Kenneth Sam, any tips of making those 0.1 millimeter to 0.3 millimeter round circle details? I tried brass rod, but seem uneven. So Kenneth, go. I have a tutorial on my website and also on Facebook on how to make a hole saw from thin brass tube. Yeah, so basically you manually cut teeth in it, and that will scribe that little circle, basically. So I think that's probably what you're going to be looking for. Yeah. Yep. Excuse me. Dean says, that's a lot of plastic. Yeah. Dean says, it's Ravi Pla that did the compass thing, right? I've actually seen a lot of people do it. Even way back in the day, when I kind of first started, I saw people do the compass thing. So it's been around for a while, actually. Yeah. Julio's got to go walk his dog. Julio, buddy, thank you for watching. As always, appreciate it. Go watch Clippin' Nubs on Instagram. He's doing good shit, you guys. Let's see. He says, Ravi Pla, that new Korean channel. Gotcha. Has anybody watched Narrative yet? I have not. Kenneth Sim noted. Nice. I think that's probably what you're looking for, Kenneth. Big Goop says, dividers are super handy for replicating measurements. The basically compass, it's a compass that has 2 points on it rather than lead on 1 point. I know what you're talking about. Bry Guy says, talking about Greeblies, Star Wars kits are the bomb for them at the moment. Yeah. Yeah, those armor, you name it, you can get Greeblies from almost anywhere. The thing about IPMS shows is that when I went to Fairfax, they actually had like 3 boxes of just parts, just Greeblies that you could take. And I totally forgot about it at the end, and I just walked out without even going back there. Kicking myself in the ass now, but what are you going to do? So, Chris Pab says, also out, maybe see everyone Friday. Dude, you're going to be, hopefully you'll be on Mechanism on Friday, right, Chris? Because that's what's coming up next for us, yeah? We'll see you there, buddy. Dean says, wait, I'm going to just posted it to social media now. Cool. Well, there we go. There we go. Good shit. Kenneth Sims says, by the way, enjoy Endgame movie, guys. Worth the wait. Don't spoil it for us, Kenneth. Don't spoil it. I'm not going to see it. I'm not going to be able to see it until the 8th. I'm just, if anybody spoils it, I'm just going to be la 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 the whole time. I swear. Don't spoil it for us. Please. Anyway, guys. All right. So, what is it? 12:26 a.m. here. Here in the States. So, that's going to be it for us for tonight. We got a little bit done. We got some scribing done. We answered a bunch of questions, a bunch of good questions. Showed you guys how to use scribing jigs and stuff like that. I think that was super, super helpful to a lot of people, especially some new folks, right? So, yeah. So I think that's where I think that's a good place to end it, right? So Friday, if you didn't know, Mechanism, new episode 5 of Mechanism. Come on back for that. Watch us kind of goof off and hang out and talk shit and all that good fun stuff, right? And then next week's going to be a short week. Only one stream next week, only on Monday. But we're going to do the stream from Galactic Toys up in Grand Rapids, Michigan, for the Simple Details class on Saturday, May 4th. So technically you'll get 2, but not a normal one. So, yeah. So, but hey, if you're in the area of Grand Rapids, Michigan, or you have the ability to get there, man, please come out. Go sign up at galactictoys.com. If you just go to their website, search Child of Mecha, you'll find the 3 selections for the classes. Those are the choices of 3 high grades that you get to pick from as your model that you get to work with and everything. You get to take that home, obviously. And you get a little bit of plastic to work with. We'll show you how to pimp that thing out. It'll be a lot of fun. The 3 choices are the high-grade Jesta, high-grade Barbados Lupus, and also the, the Magnum 2, the Age Magnum 2 or something like that. I forget the name. But it's really a nice looking kit. So, if you have the ability, please come out. It's going to be awesome. Go sign up for that. It's $25. You get to take home the model. You get some plastic and stuff too. Come hang out at the build meet afterwards between 6 and 8. We're just going to be hanging out. We're going to be talking, showing off models and stuff like that. It's going to be amazing. Yeah. So it's going to be a really good time. And also, hey, if you want to pick up one of these amazing Power GM Test Team shirts from Torrington base, hit up www.childofmecha.com, hit the store button up at the top. You'll find all that stuff there. Shirts, hats, bags, all that stuff. If you're interested in any of the tools that we work with tonight, there's an Amazon link just below that has all that stuff already curated and sourced for you. I do get a bit of a commission based on the stuff that you buy. Helps the stream. This mic is a perfect example of how that goes back in to make the quality better. And then as well, if you need models, paints, kits, decals, these guys right here in the lower corner here, my boys, Ryan and the good fine folks at USA Gundam Store. We're partnered with them on this GBWC 2019 build, and yeah, those awesome decals are coming. The pre-orders are coming. I don't know exactly when, but I know it's going to be soon. Keep an eye out for that. Yeah, keep an eye out for that. So, all right, boys and girls. I think that's all I got. I think so. Pretty sure. So, without further ado, come on back, hang out with us on Friday for Mechanism, and then I'll be back here on our regular stream on Monday, and then off Wednesday and Friday because I'm traveling for work, unfortunately. But then back on May 4th for the Simple Details class. That's going to be a little bit earlier in the day, so hopefully, you know, some of you guys can still catch it. It's going to be from noon to 4 Eastern Time. So it's going to be a lot earlier than this stream. It's going to be about 10 hours earlier. So like I said, for those of you guys in like England and stuff like that normally have to watch the rerun, you might be able to get it live. So come on back for all that stuff next week. Man, have an awesome Thursday. Thanks for hanging out. Be safe out there, guys. Build some cool shit. We'll talk to you next time. Bye, guys.